What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Nevan. I'm back. Welcome to Nevan's Mixstreamal. I got a bigger wheel. It's an actual sized wheel. It's like a knockoff Momo spoon wheel. I have it adapted to the Ferrari button box. I have a video of me putting it on. I'm editing it, so it should be out this weekend if I don't edit like a fucking goon. Other than that, some other housekeeping stuff is, I have filmed Neo 3, and I will be editing that soon. Let me make sure the stream's looking okay. Editing it, so it should be out this weekend. Okay, looks like the stream is a-okay, just fine by me. So, well, we will be good. I might set this phone up as a button box in the future, but we will have to see. I got some mango ginger tea. Today we're American trucking, as usual. It's the morning. We barely truck in the morning, so we're morning truck today. What else is there? Oh yeah, so this wheel covers up the D-pad that I had access to. So looking left and right is going to be a little bit more difficult than it was before. I think I kind of have it sorted out. We'll see. If I have to like remap shit in the middle of the stream, we'll have to see. But I think I kind of have it where I want it. But other than that, you know, we're doing pretty good. Oh, I spent a lot of time. I had to go and we're switching to the game now, in case you guys were wondering. I had to go and readjust this whole shish kabang. Whoops. Fucking everything up on the stream. Fucking it all up. You guys don't even see it. But I had... What am I saying? I'm just repeating my same self over and over again. Alright. So my wheel stand and everything, I went and I measured my car, my real car, and I have all the measurements of my wheelbase set up to my car. So now I'm down more than I was before. Like I'm lower and a whole bunch of shit, and it's exciting, and I'm excited, and I need to tilt this camera a tiny bit this way, or else I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, my mind is no longer lost. You guys have no idea. Half this like setting up for a stream is just like me adjusting my hair 60 times over. It's pretty exciting. So we're gonna start by catching some Z's. I'm gonna turn the parking brake off. It's insane to have a big wheel now. It's like I'm actually a fucking truckist or something. And then like the seats all set up nice so that I can like see everything. It's kind of insane. If you haven't if you have a Thrustmaster, fucking get a big wheel. You won't regret it, I promise. Some of the buttons are kind of covered a little bit, but I still have access to the ones that I want to use, so. Except for the D-pad, I don't have access to that, which is kind of sad. I don't see a spot to sleep, so we might have to go and navigate our way there and find a spot that lets us sleep, because we got a sleepy time before we take up a job. We have enough gas to do a job. I'm not too worried about that. Let's go park up at this parking spot and kind of take a gander. I really didn't need to go up to 7th there. So we don't have a trailer, so we'll just park right here. Stick on the old parking brake. Sweet. Let's find out if there is a job for us. Current job. Navigation. Man, I wish I could like set. I'd like to see where there's a place to sleep. You know? Oh, I shouldn't have done this. We're doing a tutorial now. I didn't want to do this. Oh, crap. Okay. Whatever. That's not what we wanted. I thought if I could, like, click this, it would just take me to, like, a place to sleep. I guess not. So, we're gonna go driving until we find somewhere to sleep, because I gotta hit the old fucking hay. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't... Okay. Alright. Ah, there's a car like right in front of us. Ah, this is rough. That was a bad place to park. Infinite fucking Tsukiyomi of turns, man. There we go. My current idea is to take a right, and maybe we'll see a highway or something. I currently have so there's some red buttons on the outside of the top side of this wheel button box thingy. Whoop, wrong way. Whoopsie. Anyways, and I have those bound to looking left and right, because I had it, like I said, I had it bound to the D-pad before, but the D-pad is covered by my new wheel, so I don't get that luxury these days. And so I have those bound to left and right, so we no longer have access to any of the horns, no air horn, nothing, sadly. You know, sad day, but we'll get over it. I still got my lights. I still got my... Oh, that's parking brake. I'm gonna wash. Wait, if that's parking brake... I think I might rebind something now that I see that's parking brake. We'll have to see. So I thought that was something else, because there's light, washers... I guess that would be parking brake, but I have my parking brake bound to the space bar on my keyboard so that I can just hit the space bar and parking brake, which I think is a much better situation than having it on the wheel. So we might change this up a little bit. We'll have to see. Right now we're just kind of free trucking. I like how I merged. Should we just take this exit and see if there's a place to sleep? It doesn't look like it, but just in case there happens to be, might as well go down it. It does not. They, you know, I should already know this. They always show the places to sleep. They don't just like not show them. Is there gonna be a place for me to turn around up here? It says the highway just kind of ends. Or maybe it doesn't end? Oh, it doesn't seem like it does end. Okay. Oops, we're rumbling. We're just doing a little bit of rumbling. Don't mind me. Okay, that should be cruise control. We can go a hair faster. But yeah, it's been a fun few days, man. I met up with some friends and we went and had some nice ramen at a place in Cleveland, which I was gonna say local to me, but I don't live in Cleveland, or maybe I do. I don't. So that was pretty fun. That's like the first time I've seen those friends in probably a year, you know, COVID and all. So that was exciting. None of us had COVID, and it was only 3 of us. So we wore masks. So it was exciting. Nothing crazy. We didn't go to any big party extravaganza or anything crazy like that, but we were there. And we found a place to sleep. Sweet. But so that was fun. It was fun to get out of the house for like the first time in a long time. You know, I haven't like gone out and like just hung out with the boys in a while. It's a rare occurrence these days. It's weird because the steering wheel that you see on the screen is about like the real size of the steering wheel. So like before when I turned it, it was different. It's hard to explain how it was different, but it was different. But now when I turn it, like that's 100% what the fuck I'm turning. Like that's weird. We gotta park and break it up. Okay. While we're resting here, or after we're done resting, we're gonna go and bind something real quick. I apologize, guys. Here we go. We should be able to bind this to here. Okay. Alright, so now we should be pretty good, actually, I'd have to say. And we want to start the old truck up. So let's go get a job somewhere exciting. Let's go look up a job to do. Oh, you know what? I probably could have clicked on this map and found a place to sleep, right? 100%. 100% I could have done that. Okay. The worst part is I think I've done that before, too. Freight Marquette. We have to go back to Eugene. That looks like a good job. Let's go do that job. I gotta turn my lights on. There we go. I was like, why is it so dark? Sweet. Okay. I'm excited to chill out and do some trucking today. I have the whole day booked for YouTube stuff. I gotta do some editing, some videos coming out. Hopefully, I mean, no more videos other than this one's coming out today, which is why I'm streaming right now. Because I knew I'm not gonna be able to edit something and then release it same day. That's usually not how it works. It usually takes the hours to render shit, so. It's just kind of how it be. I've been having fun editing though. I used to edit small little videos when I was in middle school, but nothing like the stuff I do now. I think I've spent more time editing now than I ever did in middle school, which I've only edited like 2 videos so far. So. Yeah, of course I can bypass the nearest weigh station. I don't have anything to weigh. So I've kind of slightly given up on my search for a 3070 these days. You know, I've been entering like the Newegg Shuffle, and I've been perusing the used markets here and there, and then, you know, I was sitting there and I was like, I could use this money I'm holding on to for like this 3070. I could use it for so many other things. So I did. So I've been building a pedal board. My first pedal board, you know. I was missing a few pedals that I really wanted to get and some other stuff, and you know what's funny, I was on Reverb and I wanted to get an Ibanez Smashbox, an SM7, because my friend had one, and it was just like I turned it on one time, and like it was in his closet. He never used it, and like I was using his for like a second one time, and I really love the sound it got. Like it's like this heavy metal-y, but then you could make it like kind of sound less. You could smooth it or round it off. You can make it really sharp. It's a really versatile pedal, and as far from what I see on the guitar community, it doesn't get any love, but I loved it. So I was excited when I first used that pedal on my friends. And, you know, right then and there, I offered him money to buy it. I was like, I'll buy this off of you. How much do you want? And he said, oh, I'm not selling it. And then just threw it right back in his closet to never be seen again. And I was so sad. And I've been thinking about that pedal ever since. And I forgot what it was called for the longest time. I just like that movement. I forgot what it was called for the longest time. And, you know, like a month or two ago, I was like, I should look up and see what that was called because I want to get one. And so I did, and I found out it was the Ibanez SM7. I was just searching because I knew what color it was and how it looked like, and I knew what it did. I knew what buttons it had on it. And so I finally, I figured out what it was, and I still didn't buy it, but at least I knew what it was, and I found out it wasn't that expensive, which is always nice to find out that like a dream pedal isn't expensive at all in the slightest, which is great. But yeah, so I went through all that trouble trying to find this SM7, find out what it was called and all this stuff. And yeah, so I started building my pedal board, like I was saying. I'm like, this story's jumping all over the place, I apologize. And yeah, so I found out it was SM7. I found out what it was, saw it wasn't that expensive. I was like, okay, sweet, I could probably buy this in the future if I wanted. And then, you know, come like last week, my friend Devin gave me a fuzz pedal from a local company in Akron. And I mean, I don't live in Akron, again, just like I don't live in Cleveland. And he gave me there's a local pedal company. I forget exactly what they're called. Earthquake. They're called Earthquake pedals. And he gave me a fuzz from them, and I was like, oh, this is a pretty nice fuzz. I'm pretty excited about that. And then I realized I have so many pedals now. I had to get a board together, and I was like, I should probably actually buy a board, because then like the next day after he gave me that fuzz, I got a Zoom effects pedal that I had ordered, and I was like, okay, now I definitely have too many pedals. I definitely need to get a board together. So I went on Amazon, you know, I put one of the pedal boards I saw in my car. It was only like $50. It was like nothing, and some cables I needed and stuff like that, and you know, everything I needed to make the pedal board nice. And I was like, okay, well, I should probably get some more pedals. So I went looking for the Ibanez Smashbox, and I was on Reverb, and I'm scrolling through, and I just see that there's one for sale on Reverb. It's the cheapest one, and it's like, okay, sweet, I'll go pick up this cheapest one. Why would I not? And I'm about to add it to cart, and I see that it's in Akron, and I'm like, I can just go to Akron and buy it. So I got out of my house and went to Akron, picked it up, came back home, and it was weird because I never look at where the items are coming from on Reverb, and it was weird that it was just like right there. So yeah, I have a pedal board now. I'm looking for an Ibanez WH10 wah, and I think I'm done with it. So I'm not gonna talk about the pedal board other than like here. I'm never gonna be like, here's my pedal board, unless like we get like a lot of requests for it, but it's not something I'm good enough at, or I'm not really passionate about pedals, which is why I bought a Zoom multi-effects, so I can just have every effect I need. So the only pedals I really care about are like distortions. I might throw together like a Nirvana pedal board in the future, because I'm a huge fan of Nirvana. But that's later down the line. I have a few other things planned with that, but that's like a year or two from now, so nothing crazy. So that's what I've been doing there. I'm still waiting on a part to do some guitar video stuff. I do want to do guitar stuff on the channel, but I'm waiting on a part I ordered from China, and it's taken forever. Like the shipping tracker, it's one of those. Sometimes when you order stuff from China, you get like a weird like specific Chinese like shipping tracking number and like a tracking link or whatever. And the tracking just says that it arrived in New York, and that was like a week ago. And it says it'll probably be here between next Friday and April 12th. And it's like, that's it. That's what you have to deal with. So, I don't know. I mean, if it's in New York, I feel like it's gotta be on its way here. Unless it's like passing through customs is really hard. I hope I didn't buy a knockoff and it got seized by like customs, because I just wanted the, like, I just went on Amazon and ordered the part. I was about to say what the part was, but you guys will learn what the part was eventually. So yeah, I do have some guitar stuff planned. It's just, it's taking a lot longer than I thought just to get that shipped. Worst part is that like literally the day before I bought it, that part was in stock, and it was only 2 days shipped. Like, you guys would have had guitar content if I had bought it 1 day previous to the day that I did. Man, it's so much nicer having a big wheel. I actually was just watching a video on someone, they're doing, oh yeah, it was, they were doing a mod review, because I was looking at some different engine sounds, for American Truck Simulator. And he had IR tracking, or not IR, eye tracking. He had eye tracking, one of those eye tracking things. And like he was looking around, and it was just like moving the camera in the game, like to his eyes, and it looked pretty nice for a single monitor setup. So I would consider something like that if I wasn't already trying to get a triple monitor setup. I don't know if IR would be helpful, or eye tracking would be helpful with the triple monitor setup. Man, it's fucking chilly up in this room today. It's usually not that cold. It's usually really hot actually up here. It's weird. We slowed down, and then I slowed down, and then everyone else sped up. They just did it to fuck with me. That's okay. They're fake video game people. I'm real people. They can't fight me. It's nice. Just do some nice smooth trucking, and it like I mean, it probably, you guys don't or can't really tell, but since I'm lower than I was before, like I have my seat lower, it actually feels a lot more like I'm in a vehicle now. It's kind of weird. I have the mic positioned in a nice place. I can't hit it these days. I feel like I sound pretty okay. So I'm excited about that. We're always making updates here at the Nevan McNeil show. I was gonna go to 13, but then I realized that I have to hit this button to go to 13. There we go. Look, man, if you're not going 10 over, then you're a hooligan. For the past couple of days, I've been eating these like pre-made meals I bought from a company called Snap Kitchen, and they're pretty good. It's supposed to be like a keto-friendly type situation, because I gained like a shit ton of weight because of COVID. I'm like a fucking plumbus now, dude. I'm huge. I don't want to be huge anymore. I want to be skinny like I was before. and so I signed up for this Snap Kitchen program, and now I have an exercise bike. So I've been exercising and eating some good food, and it's been nice. And I was trying to cut back on coffee, and oh, dude, yesterday, oh, whoops, I fucked that up. It's okay. Yesterday, I was trying to record something, and by something I mean Neo. I was trying to record Neo, and I was just having this huge coffee withdrawal, and it was the worst thing ever. Felt like I was gonna die. I drink caffeine pretty regularly, but like when I go through the withdrawals, it's usually always terrible. So I try to be pretty consistently not drinking it enough to get addicted, if that makes sense. Is there a better one? What's this? I mean, if we're trying to get all the way to Bellingham, this would be the place to go. So let's go to OMAC and head the fuck up. You know? So I actually don't know how long the stream is gonna be today. It's probably gonna be sizable. At least compared to my normal streams. I don't like to stream forever because I have other stuff I gotta do, but you know. I fucked that way up. There we go. Okay. I'm really fucking this up. Man, I feel like I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore right now. I feel like I've lost conscience. Can I just back into it and get it? Okay. I'll do that. Okay. We'll just jackknife a tiny bit. Is Walmart supposed to be Walmart? I know like Walmart's like the biggest supplier or biggest employer of truckers from what I read. I had my headlights on that whole time. I've turned them off now. You guys can stop crying. So now we're trucking, man. This is it. We've got a job. We're trucking. We're fucking. We're bucking, and we're sucking. So that's what we wanted, to be honest. Man, I don't know what I was about to say there. I was about to like launch into a conversation, but I didn't have anything to talk about. This morning, my cat was just like flying Hawaiian. She's right here next to me, as usual. But she was just like going nuts. She was meowing, and I was meowing, and she was meowing back at me. And it was like 7 in the morning. She just screaming. I was like, stop, please. So that was exciting. If you ever have a cat, sometimes they just do that. Well, she's a Maine Coon, which means she's like very talkative cat. She lets her voice be heard, to say the least. We've been giving her some tuna recently. I looked at her because sometimes when I say the word tuna, she activates, but she did not. Yeah, we've been giving her tuna with medicine in it, and she's just been so happy. But ever since we started giving her the tuna with the medicine in it, she's just been so vocal about having her tuna in the morning. She knows like one word, and it's tuna. Well, she knows her name too. But other than that, she doesn't know much of anything else. It's fun having a cat, though. She's such a sweet little baby. She just gets feisty when she wants tuna. I don't know why I checked that phone. Yeah, so I have this phone, right? This is just like a spare phone that we had. I originally bought it because I was running a Note 8. The Note 8, I dropped it on like about 30 bathroom floors exclusively and shattered it. Like, I took the case off of it because I was like, I'm gonna go caseless. Shouldn't have done that. Then I dropped it on about every floor known to man. After that, I was like, well, this is dumb. And I went to go like buy a new phone, and I wanted to get a new Note, but I already knew the Note 20 was going to be announced soon, so I was like, I just should wait. I don't want to buy a Note 10 if there's a new Note coming around the corner. And they announced the 120 refresh rate, which is insane. I want a 120 refresh rate. How could I not? And so I waited, but my phone, the Note 8, got so bad and broken that it was unusable. So I had to purchase this, which is an LG G7 Thin Cube or some shit garbage. I don't know. It's bad. It's a bad phone. And I ended up giving it to Emma when her phone broke, because she was using an iPhone XR, and she was like, I'm done with iPhones. I don't want to use iPhones ever again. They just are so annoying. And she's not even technology savvy, so she was just upset with it. And I was like, okay, sure. And so I let her have this one while we got her a new phone. And luckily we got her LG V30 Plus, which is much better than the G7, much better. It's got OLED and everything. This says LCD. And it has a notch. As an LCD, it's notched. And then on top of that, it's, whoops, we don't even need to go there. On top of that, it like has the option for like OLED stuff, like always on display and like the notch hider, but it doesn't do anything on an LCD screen because it's LCD. You can still see the screen. It's just so weird. So the G7's a bad phone. Also, the charging port is broke, so it only wirelessly charges. So like, I don't know, I went several months not being able to charge my phone using a charging port. And then when I gave it to her, I explained to her, I'm like, you have to use this wireless charger that I have. It straight doesn't charge any other way. And she's like, this is stupid. I was like, yeah, it is. But she likes her V30. I cased her up, got her a nice screen protector, and got it all nice and squared away. It's all set up nicely. So we're good on phones for a while, but I use this to check the stream while I'm streaming, and I might download the Stream Deck app, because the Stream Deck has an app where they'll turn your phone into a Stream Deck, like a little wireless Stream Deck, and I might get like a little phone holder and kind of just put it here. I don't know if that is going to happen, but I might look into doing it, or I might just buy a real Stream Deck. I mean, I want to get a real Stream Deck anyways, but I don't know. I had to get like a wireless charger phone holder for this, so. I'll just stick it on there, be done with it. Could have nice little buttons too. That would get rid of the need for this button box as well. While we're in Cleveland, we were eating ice cream outside in March in Ohio. So it was cold. And we were eating at this like picnic table next to the ice cream shop, and this homeless guy just rolls up on us on a bicycle, and he's holding a sign, and the sign says, I don't know the exact wording, but the basic gist of the sign was like, hey, I want beer, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm trying to get drunk. And then that was it. And he walks up to us, and he, like, instead of asking for money, he straight up says, hey, do you guys have any weed? I'm looking for some weed. And then he just starts making jokes, and he's like, yeah, I was a crackhead about a week ago. And when he said he was a crackhead about a week ago, in my head, dude, I was so close to pointing at my friend Harmon and being like, yeah, he was a crackhead too. Like, you guys have no idea the willpower it took me to stop from saying that. I was like, I shouldn't say it, but I want to say it. I want to say it so bad. Man, dude. One time, when I first started college, we were walking around campus, and there was a bank, because there's lots of banks on college campuses, and they always want to get the college students, because a lot of times when you go to college, that's when you open your first bank. Luckily for me, I was already chilling with my first bank, because I had already been working hard, so I didn't need a new bank. Anyways, so they're always standing on the street, especially on like day 1 or 2, and they're waiting for you. They're always waiting for you. They want to talk to you, and they want to get you signed up. And the bank was PNC, and the lady comes up and she says, what did she say? Oh yeah, she says, oh, would you guys like to sign up for PNC? We'll give you a free cookie. And then, you know, we're perusing the streets, and we're like, no, dude, we're trying to go to Arby's. I don't want your free ass cookie. Get out of here. But instead of saying that out loud, I just said, "Oh no, we're too gay to use a bank," and then we just kept on walking, and she looked so dumbfounded. Like, it was so weird. And then later, there's a homeless guy who asked us for some money, and there's where my college is. There's tons of homeless guys all the time asking for money, just nonstop. And you never give them money. Also, I'm a broke college student, so I can't afford to give other homeless people money. But anyways, you could tell he's just like some crackhead, and he's like, "Hey, you guys got some money? I'm looking for taxi." And I'm like, "Oh man, dude." And I pointed to my one friend and I said, "Yeah, he's got HIV, so I can't really do that." And it was such a weird thing to say, but my brain like made me say it. So just sometimes it's fun to be a little weird and randy to some people. I don't do that anymore though. So just as you do. Also, I don't hate gay people. I thought it would be funny to talk about AIDS to some random homeless guy 4 years ago. So if you have HIV, I feel for you, man. You know what? I was gonna merge over, but I'm gonna do it again. Yeah, I'm doing it. There we go. I like this. This is nice. In case anyone was wondering, the bigger wheel does get rid of some of the notchiness of this game. Like, it feels a little smoother. And I'm excited about it. I like it. We're going pretty hard in the paint down this road, but I don't think we're going to get a ticket, so... Actually, I should slow down a tiny bit. There we go. Trucking is fun. This is just a fun little game, man. Yeah, I've been trying to play through The Witcher 3 recently. I think I was already talking about this before, but like I was just not having fun with it. Everyone keeps saying that I gotta keep going, but I was really not having fun with it. But I know that's heresy in the gaming community to not have fun with Witcher 3. But I'm gonna give it another go. Maybe I will have fun with it. I need to put more time into it. I'm trying to beat Yakuza 2 first. I've been playing Yakuza 2 for a long time. That was like, I started that right before I started like YouTube stuff, and because of that, like I just got like, actually I don't need to be in the little line. Because of that, I just kind of like stopped playing games that aren't on stream, which is weird. But there are, I do want to finish Yakuza. I'm not gonna stream it, but I do want to finish it. That's a fun game. That's a fun game series. And then Yakuza 3 is out now on PC and all that stuff. So this is a perfect time to get into Yakuza, man. This is a perfect time. I'm probably gonna start. I'll probably pick that up a little bit. Probably later today, actually. But I have 2 videos to edit. I'm gonna try to get them 100% edited today. It's gonna be great and exciting and fun. Wowie, zowie, Maui. I want me to keep to the left, it says, so looks like we're doing good. American truck kind of always assumes that you're in the rightmost lane, unless we have to pull over and get weighed. I hope we don't. I don't want to. There we go. Schwingo. And there we go. Alright, what if I just was quiet this whole time and just didn't say anything? Do people watch people who stream without any, like, vocals or face or anything? It'd be kind of weird. This kind of reminds me of Southern Ohio. When you drive through, it kind of feels like this. There's not tunnels like this, though. We don't really tunnel in Ohio. My girlfriend is obsessed with like driving around, and so like sometimes we'll just hop in the car. We haven't done it in a while, But sometimes we'll just hop in the car and we'll just drive to places like Steubenville, which is just like Steubenville. If you haven't been here, you've probably heard of Steubenville because they had like that huge rape thing a couple years ago, where the whole football team was basically just raping everyone. It's just Rapeville. Anyways, they are like way south. They're like the boonies, Ohio, man. And Ohio's pretty boonies as it is, so they're really out there. And so we drove all the way down there. They're close to West Virginia. They're basically West Virginia at that point. And yeah, we drive all the way down there. I've been to Steubenville more times than I'd like to admit, and it's exciting because it's like it's like when whoever built Steubenville was like, yeah, I'm gonna build a huge city. It's gonna be all over the place right here on the Ohio River. It's gonna be the best city. Everyone's gonna have to come here. And then like they built a whole bunch of buildings, and then nothing ever happened. No one ever moved in. And there's like 6 people that live there. It's just like some randy city that's way too big for the population that's there. There's a lot of land in southern Ohio that's just like unused garbage. My one aunt dated a guy from Springfield, Ohio one time, which is one of the places where The Simpsons pretends to be. And he was in he like had an accent, like a full southern accent, and he'd always talk about being from down south and stuff like that, and it was very strange. And he always wore like do-rags. He was like a mixture of redneck and ghetto, and it was exciting. I thought he was cool when I was a kid, but looking back, you know, as an adult, he was definitely cringe. He opened up like a tree cutting down business while he was here dating my aunt. He had 3 kids too, but he opened up this tree cutting business, and he was running that for a while, and he kept getting my stepdad to help him. And he like never made money on this tree cutting business, and he always fucked it all the way up. Like, my stepdad was telling me one time they were cutting a tree down, and like some guy was like, hey, you know, here's the tree, just don't make it land on my house and we're good. And then like on the side he was having a conversation with my stepdad right before they started cutting this tree down, and he was like, yeah, see this bench back here, my grandpa built that. My great grandpa built that. It's like a 100-year-old family heirloom. It's the best bench ever. It's fantastic. And of course, as they're cutting down the tree, Brandon's like, all right, let's pull it this way so it doesn't land near the house. And then no one listens to him, so that when they pull it and it cuts down, it just fell right on this guy's family heirloom bench. Just obliterated it. God, dude. I'm so glad I was never a part of that. I was 12 at the time, so I did actually want to be a part of it at the time because I was 12 and I thought that, you know, doing tree cutting would have been fun, but yeah, that's a Springfield guy for you. He said that he also used to like a common practice in Springfield was to just jump off of like you'll find some local bridges, just jump right off of them, and you land in there, and that's it. It's just, he was like, that's what we did for fun. We jump off bridges. I was like, that's weird. Just land in the water. He said there was always like a crap ton of sunken tractors under the water and trucks. And I was like, that's weird. Well, hey, we did that. Didn't mean to do that. This is a nice little drive. Ooh, we're not even like halfway through this drive. It's supposed to be a 9-hour drive, so we're going pretty hard on the paint, man. The Yakima Bend. My friend just bought a new Acura, which is exciting. I forget which one it is, but it was a old lady owned. Really nice. I mean, it's an Acura, so, you know, luxury Honda. It's got all the amenities you'd want. Oh, we were just flying right into that light. So he was very excited about that. Me and all my friends are always in poverty because cars are expensive, and well, specifically my video game habits are expensive with this rig. Shit ain't cheap. Dude, being into video games, cars, and guitars is like the worst 3 habits to ever, like, hobbies to ever get into at the same time. Because then you have no money ever. Like, I never have money for anything because guitars are super expensive. And especially with guitars, man, like, it's way less expensive to buy a guitar than it is to buy a whole car. So instead of, like, you know, buying a car, fixing it up, you know, spending some time making it pretty, and then, you know, maybe selling it off, you know, you buy a guitar and you're like, sweet, I like this guitar, and then you just buy another one, and you don't ever sell any of them forever. And then maybe, like, one day you're like, ah, man, I don't vibe with this guitar, and then you sell the guitar. The only time I've ever sold a guitar was I had an Epiphone Lucille, and I was just like, I just wasn't vibing with it. It had no vibes. I had no vibes with it. It was just not the guitar I was vibing with, so I sold it. But every other guitar I've kept. And there's like 80 other guitars that I want. I'm just an addict, man. I got gas bad. Gear acquisition syndrome. At least I'm not like with the pedals, I'm pretty much done after this. Like I said, I might make a Cobain board, but other than that, I don't really give any kind of crap about pedals. You know, they all kind of do the same kind of stuff. Every time I watch like a pedal video on YouTube, and obviously YouTube's not like the best place for listening, you know, for professional listening or, you know, critical listening of any type of sort. But when you hear the pedals, it's just like, it's like, oh, this is a distortion going up against another distortion. It's like they're kind of different. Okay, well, distortions is a bad comparison, but you know what I mean. With guitars, a lot of stuff just kind of sounds the same. And 90% of guitars are just pickups. You can pretty much get any tone out of your guitar with a pickup. Obviously, there's like some tone wood stuff, and that was a huge argument in the guitar world, was tone woods, but they're definitely real. It doesn't make sense for them not to be real. Oops, we're stalling because I was in third instead of first. Okay, this is weird. I didn't know it got like weird up here in the north. But yeah, anyways, yeah, with guitar pedals, I'm glad I don't have acquisition syndrome there. And I don't really necessarily hear much of a difference with most pedals, which is great. But then again, you know, I haven't tried a whole crap ton of pedals. Obviously, you can hear different with like digital pedals though. Like if you go like from a digital to an analog, or like let's say you're on your computer and you use your computer to do an effect, then you get that weird feeling. Man, my guy's tired. We literally went to sleep right before we did this. I'm gonna have to. I don't know if I'm gonna have to sleep. I don't want to sleep. I might have to sleep though. We'll see. Okay. Ooh. Alright. I was watching Nintendo's Direct the other day, and that was a very disappointing Direct. Like, so basically everyone knows that Breath of the Wild 2 is probably going to come out this year, right? It's the 35th anniversary of Legend of Zelda this year, so like why wouldn't it be a thing? It's just weird that it would that it would not come out this year. And like when the Direct comes out, and it's like the first full fat Direct in years, and literally they don't announce anything except for like JRPGs, because Nintendo's going hard on JRPGs, which I don't go hard on JRPGs. I can barely play Pokemon, dude. And I don't even want to play I don't like Pokemon. I'm so bad at RPGs. I was trying to play Earthbound the other day, and I was like, you know, it's a legendary game. Gotta be a good game, right? And I just like This the JRPG formula was just so boring, and I just couldn't handle it. I'm gonna have to go back and play Earthbound at some point in the future. Like, that's definitely a game that I could see myself playing and actually like enjoying. But it's just the JRPG-ness is just so, it's such a boring concept to me. I just find it so, like, the turn-based combat is just not fun. That's like D&D isn't fun if you make like a really combat intensive campaign for me, I think. I find the most fun parts are not that combat, it's just other stuff. But I've only tried D&D a couple times. I had fun with Divinity. Me and my friends played Divinity 2. We had fun playing that. That game's stupid though, because they set it up so it's constantly like you constantly feel like you're under leveled for some reason, and then every single fucking fight in that game has a gotcha moment. There's always a moment where it's just like, it's like, oh, you kill all the guys? No, you didn't kill all the guys. Here comes Megazord guy. Get wrecked. And it's just like, why would you do that? It's so annoying. It frustrates me. It frustrates me, that game. But we finished it. It took us like 2 years to finish it, but we did. Yeah, I think it says I put like 100 hours into it on Steam or something like that, which is crazy because it's like a co-op only game that we were playing. We didn't play unless the other guys were on. So. But yeah, Divinity was stinky. It was kind of fun. The ending was kind of weird. It left some to be desired. We want to play through Divinity 1 at some point. I need to not be going this fast or else we are tipping right over. Yeah, we want to play through 1 at some point, but I don't know when that's going to happen or if that's ever going to happen. So. Because we have the Classic Boys Discord, right? And it's just some days I'm just never on it for like weeks on end. And I don't know why. This guy's just getting absolutely wrecked by 85 semi-trucks. I mean, I just did a dick move to both the semi-trucks in front of me, but they were taking forever, so, you know. Like, what do you want me to do? We got 4 more hours of trucking to do. We're gonna run out of gas soon. We don't want the beam machine to go empty. What happens if I lose gas? If I ever run out? Do I like, does it actually stop? Does it like get out and push? No. It's probably just spawns me somewhere else. Or I probably have to call like service. There we go. Got my cap on my side. Drank all of my tea. Mango ginger, which is a weird flavor combination, but it actually works. Mango ginger, so tea is a weird medium to experience flavors, but it's also a good medium to experience flavors. Oh, that guy, I think that guy was trying to pass me, and I just like cucked him a little bit. That's okay. Me and Emma, in our office rewatch of the century, we got to the part where Angela and Andy are about to get married, and that part's awkward, and I think after this Michael Scott leaves, and that's where I'm stopping, because I just don't want to deal with any of the garbage afterwards. I saw some guy in the office subreddit complaining about the people who skip the last couple seasons and they don't watch Scott's Tots, Well, one, Scott's Tots is physically hard to watch. If you've ever seen that episode, that is a physically hard episode to watch. Two, the later seasons aren't good. They're just weird. They're really weird for no reason, and I just, you know, you want to keep the happy memories intact, so you just leave it at the happy spot. There's a few other shows where it's just like, stop watching it at some point, and you just don't continue on past this point. I wish there was a point like that in Game of Thrones where it had like almost like a finale, where you could tell your friends, hey, if you're gonna watch Game of Thrones, you can actually like watch it, but just stop watching at this point. Like, because the early seasons of Game of Thrones are really, really good, and it's a really fun watch, and it's just like, I don't know, the show's good in a way where it, like, well, a lot of times people will describe it and it sounds gratuitous, right? It sounds like there's a lot of just nudity and violence for no reason. But they really do, like, they put you in a place where it feels like it's like, oh, okay, it makes sense that there's going to be this many people being naked. It makes sense that people are going to have heads cut off. Like, it's a world that is like set up really nicely. And then they just like take it and just fuck everything, all the nuance, they just throw in the garbage. We're gonna go to sleep and get gas. God dang, dude. And we're only 3 hours away. Well, you know how it is. There we go. But yeah, Game of Thrones is good. I just wish there was a better ending. Thought it was funny that people were all like, retcon the ending, make a new one, we're done with this is garbage, and refilm the season. And it makes me wonder sometimes, it's like, why don't, like, you know, companies just, you know, if, like, the fan reaction to something is so bad, like, hey, this is just a bad thing you did, why don't you just, like, go, okay, well, let's retcon the bad one and make a good one. We're going the wrong direction to get gas, but it's okay. We'll survive. And that sometimes I wonder. Like with Star Wars. Whoops. The new Star Wars movies are trash, right? Not good. Or the sequel trilogy is what they call it these days. And it's garbage. It's like, why don't they just actually retcon that with Disney and just make new ones? Like, they have The Mandalorian. That IP's popping off. We know Star Wars can be good. We've seen the Clone Wars. Like, when the prequels are better than your sequel trilogy, you got something bad. Like, you made something terrible, and I've crashed something terrible. Of course, dude. It can never be easy. It's never easy in this game. I don't even know what's going on, dude. I just got so fucked up. No. Oh, no. Did we get stuck, dude? Okay. Well, we got stuck. Dude, it cost me $200 to get towed out of there because I got stuck. How embarrassing. We're not drinking my water bottle today. This is a glass cup, in case you guys were wondering. It says Molson on it. I actually don't drink alcohol, so I don't know why I have that cup. I'm really tired. Well, we only caused 1% damage, so that's good. So in real life, sometimes truckers will legit pull over to the side of the road and sleep. I know this because I've seen this, right? And I'm wondering why in this game I can't do that. There we go. I can see where the fuck I'm going. Like, I should be able to just yeet over to the side of the road. I really just destroyed that whole stop sign. Wow. I don't know if you guys saw that in my rearview mirror, but I really just fucked it up. This isn't a place where I can sleep. I thought it was. I turned in. Turns out it wasn't. We're role playing as a drowsy trucker, everybody. We're role playing it. No, please let me turn around in here. No, dude. I don't want to do like a 30 million point turn. Oh god, dude. Sometimes I'm the worst trucker. Sometimes I'm the best trucker. I have no professional trucking experience, you know. You can't expect me to truck perfectly every time. I know I'm getting fucking tired. Game, I'm working on it. Truck exit only. Ooh, sounds like I don't care and I don't follow the goddamn rules. Woo. Can I stop and just sleep here? Dang it, sometimes they let you get away with it. I know the real OGs would park, but I'm just not an OG like that, guys. Reverse park is what I meant to say. Okay, here we are. We're probably late for our delivery, which is exciting. I don't know how we reversed out of there. Okay, sweet. Alright, let's try going through here. Hearts is actually a real place. That's like actually what it's called, I'm pretty sure. Or is it Loves? Is it called Loves instead? Maybe it is called Loves. I can't say I've ever been. So, because I'm not a trucker, and there's specifically truck stops. I have actually been to a truck stop before, though. When me and Emma first started dating, we went to a truck stop one time, and we were just sitting in the truck stop. Oh, whoops. We don't want to damage the old truck, do we? Real truckers probably hate me, dude. I don't Jake break or anything. I don't do a single goddamn thing. You know what's funny is my aunt is married to a guy whose name is Jake Break. Whoops, 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 whoops. We're a family of comedians. She probably only married him because his name was funny. That's not true. They like each other very much. Love each other, in fact, because they're married. This is the same aunt that dated the guy from Springfield, Ohio. I should probably say. Ah, truck. Can we get some speed going on, man? Okay, I guess we're going to 9th. Everyone's favorite gear, 9th. I'm actually trying to go to the speed limit, guys. I'm trying to get up to 60. I just don't have the beans. There's no beans in my can to get up there. This can of beans is all empty. There we go. Now we got the beans. Now we're cruising. It's kind of weird that like in my room it's very, very bright, but in the game it's very, very not bright. I did slow down around the corner, so you guys can give me some kudos there. That's worth at least $7 of kudos. Oops. And that was worth minus $7 of kudos, so we're back at 0. I love downshifting, dude. If there could just be like a downshift simulator where I can just simulate downshifting in every single vehicle, it'd be great. We get the, can someone call the Germans, get them on that again? Remember, you guys remember that simulator renaissance that kind of happened? On like, it was like a big thing on YouTube at least, where it was all these simulator games were coming out. Some of them were really weird. There was like Forklift Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator. They were all kind of like based on the fact that Euro Truck kind of took off out of nowhere. And there was just all this like Farming Simulator was taking off and all this other simulator games. And I actually remember there was one guy on Farming Simulator I used to watch who did Farming Simulator mods. And he always modded some crazy shit that had nothing to do with the game. He just turned it into GTA, basically. I'll have to go find him again, actually. I'm, like, feeling nostalgic for him. That's just a... That was a weird time. And then, like... And then it got cringe the second Goat Simulator came out. Because that game was just cringe. Everyone was, like, always so hyped about it. But that was, like, 2013-ish. So, and then... yeah, Goat Simulator killed it. It was just trying to be like LeMayo random, and it's just like so packed with old dead memes. It's just funny. So Goat Simulator might be a treasure in the future, but right now it is a piece of diarrhea. I wonder if people will start like collecting like Steam accounts in the future. Like, oh, I want to get a Steam account with that like bought this on release day. Like, man, maybe that would be, like, the thing. It's like, oh, man, do you have a Goat Simulator release day account? It's like, yeah, I do, actually. Oops. It's like, I have an account that actually paid for TF2. That might be a thing. I wonder if Valve would add something like tradable accounts. Because collector is always going to collect. And if that's what they're collecting, I could see it, man. There's got to be something that's going to be collecting like that. Like my account, I have access to 2 different versions of GTA 4. Because I bought GTA 4 before they killed the one version of Microsoft. What was it? Like their Microsoft's weird gaming service, gaming for Windows thing. I don't remember what it was called. But GTA 4 used it. It was trash. But yeah, Microsoft killed that like a year or 2 ago. And like officially they killed it. I mean, it was pretty much dead before that, but all the games that used it previously either had to update or just were broken. And GTA 4 being, you know, GTA 4, I had to update. It updated to a new thing, but because of that, there's actually 2 versions of the game, and they gave everyone who had the old version of the game the new version, which is exciting. But I think it's missing music, which is sad. I hate that they have to like update the music out. You know, they should do a license where it's like, for as long as I'm selling this game, it should be able to have this music in it. Because it's just a more complete experience. It's like how San Andreas is missing music on mobile. So, luckily you can mod that kind of stuff in pretty easy, but it's just, you know, it's annoying, but yeah, you have to. And it's not Rockstar's fault, I don't think. They didn't do anything wrong. I'm trying to strap up on some Burt's Bees here. Delicious. We're always strapped, everybody. I never started a stream without Burt's. If I did start a stream without Burt's, I'd literally run downstairs and go find Burt's. Do you guys think we're late? I'm not gonna check to see if we're late, but do you guys think that we're late? Do you think we're late for this drop? Did I just run a stop sign? Who knows? I sure don't. I'm not going back to check. You ever do that in real life where like you go through like a light and you're like, man, was that light green? Because you're just on autopilot. You're like, did I just run a red light? I don't know. Most of the time, I've only ran a red light a couple times, and it was only on purpose. I've never accidentally ran a red light, so. And you're probably like, why are you admitting that you ran a red light on purpose? It's because there's a stupid ass red light by my house when I used to live at a different place from where I live now. And the light wouldn't change at like 1 in the morning. it just, the sensors wouldn't work or something. It just would never change. It was always on a timer. The timer was like literally 10-20 minutes long. It would make your drive twice what it needed to be. Like, it would take like a 5-minute drive to get to my house from this light. So I was always going through this light, and like I'd go up to it, it'd be red, and like I always passed like one-ish in the morning, like kind of late. It would just be straight up ass. So I would just run it. They actually did fix it. They ended up fixing it, making it not stupid, but it was just annoying. I mean, in 2021, nobody should have a street light that is on a timer. Like, a timed street light is the stupidest thing. Put some sensors on your street lights. Thank you. I'm sure it's a little bit more complicated than just chucking a sensor on there, but you know. You guys know what I mean. I'm no streetlight scientist, but I know sensors are where it's at. Man. Oh, and dude, since Ohio gets mad snow, right, our roads are continuously and constantly fucked up, and because of that, you know, the lines like slowly go away. And I swear, dude, there's so many roads you go on in Ohio where you can be like, oh, there used to be a line here, but there's not anymore. You know, like, I don't know where to stop because there's no line to tell me where to stop at this light. So sometimes people will pull away. Like, there was a light by my house, again, when I didn't live here, that you know, the white line, the white bar where you stop had faded away. But I was there when the white line used to be there, so I knew where to stop to activate the signal. But most people would like pull way ahead of where the light was, and the signal would never activate. If your city has shitty lines like that, contact them and make them repaint them, because it is actually a hazard. Man, my tuchus is getting sore. We made it to OMAC, boys. We made it to OMAC. Oh, here we are, dude. OMAC. I went on the American Truck Simulator forums earlier today. I was looking at mods, and there's a guy legitimately talking about his gas mileage and like the type of transmission and his like tuning the transmission. And I was like, I'm never gonna get that much into this game, and if I do, you can kill me. If I'm ever like talking about like changing my tuning my car so that it gets better gas mileage in this game, yeah, I don't need to be doing that. The world is just empty over there. Oh, it's spawned in. Okay, cool. Eddie's. Is this supposed to be a parody of Dave's? There's like a shopping chain around me called Dave's. I only went like once, and it's terrible. Go to Aldi instead. Thank you. For any of you that aren't in Ohio, Aldi is just Ohio's Trader Joe's. Over here we have Aldi instead of Trader Joe's. So I think we also have Trader Joe's. I just have never been to one. Aldi's better. Just play it safe, buddy. Boom. Dude, also the leather on this wheel is like really nice. It's like this cheap Chinese wheel. Like I said, it's a knockoff Momo wheel, and the leather feels really good. It's kind of absurd. I know it's fake because I only paid $60 for it, so it can't be real. And it came straight out of China, so literally there's no way it's real. Oh man, that's the job complete. I think that's the longest job we've ever done. It took me an hour to do that whole job. Workhorse. Okay, we want to get to Bellingham. Okay, I guess we deliver empty pallets to Everett, which is a 4-hour trip. And maybe in Everett we get a job for Bellingham. If we don't get a job for Bellingham and Everett, then I'm just going to drive to Bellingham, and then we're going to go back to Roswell. I'll take a quick job that leads us back to Roswell, because I don't want to be up here anymore. And if we take a quick drop, it'll just kind of transport us down there. So, past that, we're rolling in a lot of fucking money. So I might go and upgrade this truck a little bit more. Maybe we'll put a beefier engine in. And we'll go from there. So, sounds like our plan, Daniel. The bean machine is ready to go. How much you gonna bet it's the same trailer that we just dropped off? This game does that all the time. Oh, and we're well rested too, so we don't have to really worry about much anything. Sweet. Here we go. Now we gotta turn back around to go get the fucking empty pallets. Going to OMAC. There was there's a local grocery store. Or it's not even really, it's like kind of like a local Walmart basically. They sell more than just groceries, but they're called Marks, right? That's the first place I ever had a job. They're local to Ohio and Illinois, so you might have heard of them if you're in Illinois. Anyways, I used to work at this Marks. That was my first job, terrible job. Anyways, the one guy, the guy who trained me, his name was Oscar. And on my first day of training, of work there, they made me, because I was working at this section called closeouts, where Marks would buy all like those pallets from like Target and stuff, and they would just resell it, like all like the shit that didn't sell at Target. Marks would sell it for way cheaper, because they'd buy it at a huge discount. And so I got called to go. I was working that section, and that section was basically the bitch mode section, where you would basically have to do every job ever in the whole entire store all at once. So not only do you have to like manage your section, but you could get called to go help bag stuff up front. You could get called to go do carts outside. You could get called to do a whole bunch of stuff. And my first day, I got called to go bag stuff. And so I went to go bag stuff. And then after that, I needed to go back over to my section. But I think I needed to grab a manager for something. Anyways, the manager needed to grab the guy to train me. And his name was, like I said, his name was Oscar. A really nice guy. And he goes, he sees him across the way, and he's trying to call him over because he sees him. He doesn't have like his pager on, and he's like, hey, OMAC, OMAC. And dude, Oscar had worked there for 5 years. Like Oscar had been there. Like there was no, there's no reason the guy shouldn't have known his name was Oscar. It was just so weird. I don't know. So don't ever work for like a huge big box store like that. No one ever learns your name, and it's just so demoralizing when someone just doesn't give a single fucking shit about you. I just remember that now. Like whenever I hear like OMAC, it's just like some guy yelling OMAC, and then OMAC is like a character in like a fighting game. It's not like a real name. No one's name is OMAC. We went to neutral because we were trying to go to 7th, and 7th didn't exist. Ooh, can you turn green real quick? Of course. Of course. Yeah, that job was terrible. I remember one time some guy bought a hammock at Mark's, and we were supposed to take it apart, and so we brought it up to the front of the store to take it apart, and they needed to ring it up and stuff. And the guy I was working with who was helping me take it apart, I said, hey, grab this pole, I'm gonna undo the screw. If you don't grab the pole, it's gonna swing out. And he said, okay. And he grabs the pole, and then I undo the thing, and he just kind of lets it go immediately after I undo the thing. And it's, of course, like I said, it swings out, and it whacks the guy who's gonna buy the hammock in the head. It just ka-chunk right in the back of the head, and the guy just grabs the back of the head and goes, oh my, and just walks out of the store. And then the lady who was ringing us up, who was like a manager of the store, goes, oh, I hope we don't get sued. And that was it. That was the end of that transaction. I just had to put the hammock back. What the fuck was that all about? We just whacked the guy in the head with a goddamn pole. Like, I don't know. It wasn't my fault. Like, you can't say that wasn't my fault. I did everything in my power to prevent that from happening. I said to grab it. So it was just stupid. It was just stupid. It was just dumb. It was dumb. We waited like 20 extra minutes for this guy to come back, and he just didn't. And that was it. I think he even paid. Like, he wrote a check to her and paid for it. I was just, he just got fucking whacked right in the back of the head. He probably went straight to the hospital. I probably did some major damage to this guy. What a terrible job. Oh yeah, and then we used to also keep all the fresh produce in the back. So there was a big pile of garbage that we had in the back, where you would just fucking chuck things across the back room all the way to this big pile of garbage. And then you could also take, like right next to the garbage, there was just a huge, like that's where we kept all the fresh produce just open in the back. So when you brought out fresh produce, it was like all this produce next to the huge trash pile. That was it. It was just such a weird, unsanitary, disgusting place to work. And then the worst part, so it's called Mark's, right? So you assume that some guy named Mark made this store. He did, and he's still alive. His name is Mark Glassman. And he would come around the store many a time, and one time I found that he wrote like a weird sexual note to my boss, and I was really disturbed. I was like, is Mark having an affair? I'm concerned. Should I, do I report this? What do I do? I didn't do anything to it, but, he sounded like he was having an affair with my boss. It was weird. And one time his daughter came in, and she was a burn victim, so half of her face was, like, melted off. Mark's is a strange place to work. If you can avoid working at Mark's, avoid working at Mark's. They paid me actual minimum wage there. I made like $7.15 an hour. I made nothing. It's like actual minimum wage. Oh, and then, oh my gosh, dude, I have so many Mark stories that I haven't told on stream. But one time, I had to, I came into work, and I was, like, the manager comes up to me and says, hey, you know that, because our boss would always write us a list, because we had a different boss than the rest of the store. And our boss would write us a list of stuff to do while we were there. And the manager comes up to me and says, hey, don't do anything on the list. I'm like, okay. And he's like, your job is to watch this guy. And he points to this mentally handicapped employee, and he's like, just watch him. And then I just spent the whole day watching this mentally handicapped guy. He had like autism or something, and the whole day I just spent watching him, and I was like, this is the weirdest moment of my life. So that was very exciting. Is this where I throw the differential lock on? Oh. Is it locked? Okay, I need to like be low. There we go. There was another time, so that list was all encompassing. That had like the whole day's work on it. It would have the morning and the night shift lists, and you'd have to like grab it and take it around with you at the store. That way you knew what the fuck you had to do, because it was always posted to a cork board. One day I accidentally took the list home. I was the morning shift and I took the list home, and then my friend who worked there called me and he's like, "Hey, do you have the list? I don't know what to do." And he's like, "There's nothing for me to do without the list." I felt so bad because I just yeeted his list and he was like sitting there for hours doing actually nothing. uh, but luckily none of us worked there, and that was a low stakes job. I quit so bad at that job. I straight up just walked up to the one guy and I said, "Hey, I quit," and then I just left. I just never came back. Which honestly, which was the way to do it. You know, they didn't respect me. I'm not gonna respect them. And because of how I quit too, I got banned from working at Marks for the rest of my life, which is okay. I don't ever want to work at Marks. If you ever catch me trying to get a job at Marks, honestly, you can just come up to me with a buckshot and just shoot me in the back of the head. Okay, thank you. We're meandering slowly through these mountains because we're slow as fuck. We're gaining some speed though. Man, this is a little crispy piece of road. I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom soon, but we're going, guys. We're going. I think we'll probably end it in Bellingham. Actually, I don't. Maybe we might go to Roswell. We'll see what I'm feeling like when I get there. Right now we're in Omak, so let's just try to get to Omak. Wait, did we get to Omak already? I forget already where we're going. I'm not gonna check. We'll get there when we get there. I'm that type of guy. When I first started dating my girlfriend, she was always worrying about her grades, and I was like, "Why do you worry so much?" And she's like, "Do you not check your grades?" Like, I don't know, this is like, it's just so much stuff. And I'm like, "No, I don't straight up check my grades. I never check my grades. I'm like, I just get whatever I get, man. As long as I'm passing, I don't care. And if I'm not passing, I still don't care. I don't want to see any grades whatsoever. It's just demoralizing." And she's like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" So if you're ever teaching me, just know that I don't care what grade you give me. There's been so many classes where I know I got like a bad grade, but I just didn't check, and I still haven't checked. I haven't checked my grades in probably 3 semesters. I'm on a gap semester right now, mostly because I hate school and also because COVID. So I'm gonna come back in the fall, hopefully, and finish out my degree. I don't want to though. My degree is in computer programming, so I'm a big computerist. I feel like I don't know anything about I feel like I know less about computer programming now than I did when I was in high school, which is something exciting. I'm not a good programmer, and I really don't want a career in programming, to be fully honest. If I had a chance to redo it again, I would have not gone to college. I would have just I probably just would have started. Would have just started a YouTube something or other, and then now maybe I would have that be a career, because I don't want to do any of that garbage. College fucking sucks. If you're in college and you need like an excuse to drop out, use me as your excuse. Fuck college. Don't go to college if you have a marketable skill. My one cousin, he's moving to Florida, I think. I don't know. He went to like welding school after high school, and it took him like a year of welding training, and now he's just a welder, and he makes fat stacks. You know what I do? I work at a weird startup company. I make nothing. I make no dollars. I'm in college, I'm going to college, I'm about to graduate college, I'm still gonna make no dollars out of college. Just a dollarless fool. We're really out here, man. That was by the way, that turn I just took back there was insane, and I'm surprised we didn't crash. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy in front of me. Oh my gosh, dude. The second I slow down, they speed all the way up. This game's AI makes no sense sometimes. Rocks. Only an hour and 33 minutes away from our destination. Let's go. Hype. For some reason, so I just got 2 new tires put on my car like a month or 2 ago. I've said this a million times before, but I'll say it again. My stepdad owns the shop, so he put them on for me. And they are like, usually when you put a new tire on, sometimes they do like, especially when the cold up here in Ohio, they'll kind of like lose pressure over time, and you gotta just pump them back up a little bit, and you're fine usually after 1 or 2. But they just keep going flat, and I gotta go bring them back to him because I think there's something wrong with them. I didn't put anything crazy on it. They're just like stock default trash tires. They're not super. They're just all seasons. Like I wasn't gonna put some like Bridgestones, some Potenzas, anything RE007s, whatever they call them. I'm not gonna throw any of that garbage on there because I don't race, so I don't need performance tires. I just need normal tires. I need tires that will get me up a hill in the winter, and I need tires that will make me not spin out around a corner when it's raining. And I also need tires that don't cost $500 a tire. Thank you. Thank you for coming to Nevan's Tire TED Talk. Man, I really gotta pee. I don't know if I should pee. I usually don't want to like interrupt the stream, right? We'll, like I said, we'll see when we get there. I'm just gonna hold this pee for as long as possible. I'm a real trucker. I'm holding my pee. Should I just pee in this cup? You guys wouldn't be able to see my penis. I could just pee. You guys would have no idea. I got my penis out right now. My penis. I don't. I'm wearing shorts. My penis is not out. Ah, the AI is realistic. I'm pretty sure these lights aren't realistic though. These aren't how lights work in the United States. Oh man. They should do a bus simulator where they use this engine and just make it bus. I know there's the OMSI bus simulator. Should I play OMSI? Would that be fun? That actually might be fun, actually. A little bus driving simulator. Oh, we got the green. Is OMSI good these days? I don't know if they've gotten any better. I have no clue. I finished Just Cause 3 like months ago now. But I remember I bought that game literally like the day it came out, and I only finished it just months ago. And it got me thinking about Just Cause 4. I was like, should I play Just Cause 4? Maybe. I kind of want to go through Just Cause 2. I don't think I ever beat Just Cause 2. I think I just kind of played it a lot and then didn't beat it. I mean, the story in that game was garbage. And the acting was terrible, but the game was just so much fun. So, just one of those things. I downshifted when I should have upshifted there. By the way, that's what I've learned. There we go. Oh, we're close to our destination. Big truckin', big fucking, big truckin', and we're big fucking. Christmas truck is here. Grab yourself a beer. Christmas truck and Christmas fuck. Christmas buck and suck. I'm gonna avoid that road. I thought about doing my super special maneuver where I just don't pay attention to whatever that is, but I didn't. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't put American Truck Simulator in the title like I usually do. When the stream is over, I'll have to do that. A new viewpoint. What does a viewpoint do? Is this like Assassin's Creed? I'm just like full redlining this truck all the way to every destination. It's okay though, it's fun. Well, if there's another like construction thing here, I'd be upset probably. I looked to see if there was any traffic coming so that I could just yeet that stop sign because I didn't want to stop. That was the thought process behind that. Very illegal thought process, but I did it anyways, so fuck you. Nice city driving. You know what? Let's slide in behind this guy. Ooh, let's not hit him. Whoo! Nice and easy. Easy does it. Easy does it. We're going. We're playing the feud. Whoops. I did that right. Okay. That was weird. I went and went to the next bank of gears, right? And I went to go put it in the 7th, and it was in 7th physically, but the game just didn't register as me being in 7th. That only ever happens in this game. I never like missed a shift in like Forza or Assetto Corsa at all ever like that. It's just this game being weird. Stop. Why did I have to stop here? Oops. There's another stop. I'm not stopping. There's a train. There we go. Open up the gate, sir. Yes, sir, Bob. Let's play this bitch safe. We always play it safe here in the Nevan channel. And I just stalled 8 times. Okay. And we decoupled. Sweet, we're chilling. We did it. Are we level 12? Nope. We're almost there. Okay, I'm gonna stay on this screen for a second. I gotta take a fucking piss. So I'm gonna go pee. I'll be back. It's gonna take me like a minute, probably, max. So let's turn on the BRB mode. How do I do this again? Bam. Well, bam. See? Look, I'm at BRB. Okay, I will be right back. You will hear me shuffling in the background. Enjoy the nice Euro truck music. Okay. I'm back, boys. Let's get situated. Howdy. My hair's fucked up. It's okay though. My hair's always fucked up. Now I'm adjusting my hair constantly. You guys have no idea. It takes like a year and a half to get my hair in a situated spot. This is good enough. You know what? Let's just do it like this. Oh, now that's fucked up. I don't want that. Oh god, so much hair. So little time. Hair looks good without a headset, I promise you. Alright, back to the game. Woo! Howdy. I thought about this while I was down there. I should probably check the stream, see if the stream is okay. So let's do that. It's looking great. Okay. Smooth as. Alright. Let's continue forward. So we just did a job. We want to go now to Bellingham. Aberdeen. That's where Kurt Cobain grew up. But we don't want to go to Aberdeen. We want to go to Bellingham. I kind of do want to go to Aberdeen. Today's not the day for Aberdeen, but we will go eventually. Yeah, I mean... Oops, I shouldn't have done that. We want to actually not go there. We want to go world map. Okay. Let's go here. That's where we're going. Because I want to go up there. That's where I want to go. We're free trucking it, so, you know, we're allowed. We own the truck, man. When I first got this new wheel the other day, it was a little sticky. Not gonna lie. It made my hands feel a little gross and gringy, but it is cleared up and is not making my hands feel sticky, which is good. It still smells like the Dickens. When that video comes out, you'll see it smells like Dickens. It still kind of smells like that. You guys are kind of far away from me. Hold on. There we go. All right. Man, that pee was nice. I'm still thinking about it. I'm sorry. Whew, man. I have this one friend that whenever he poops and he has like a good poop, he will be vocal, very vocal about his good poops. But that's just the human condition, man. Sometimes you gotta poop, sometimes you gotta pee, sometimes that's what you gotta do. But you know what? We can go take a sleep. I need to be in this line anyways. We can go take a sleeperini and check the job market again just to make sure. Because my guy's mad tired and we gotta get gas anyways. I'm glad the braking is nicer when I don't have a trailer, but it just made my life significantly more difficult. There we go. There we go. I do want to get a new shifter knob on this, but I'll probably wait until I start doing some GoPro stuff before I start doing that. There we go. Because the shifter knob is purely aesthetic, and I don't want to do something that's purely aesthetic. Especially when I stream this, so I don't want to waste my money on something like that when I could buy like a usable item. Handbrake's probably coming at some point in the future. Probably next. I was gonna say next month, but next time I get paid, I'll probably buy one. Just so I have it on the way. The mounting hardware is gonna be weird. I don't know how I'm gonna mount it. I actually don't need to turn that way. Cause I wanted to mount it like a real car handbrake, where it'd be down here to my right. But the only way I'd be able to do that is if I mounted it to the seat, and I can't mount it to the seat because there's no mounting bracket. So actually, you know what? I might buy a 3D printer instead, so that when I do buy the handbrake, I can, fab some stuff up for it. Because I don't know if I'd be able to use it if I bought a handbrake. Because unless it mounts to the side of the shifter bracket on the G2 Omega Apex, because then I could have it here and I could yank it like that. Sorry, I'm drifting off the road. I could just give it a yank like that. That might be fun. So keep it kind of like rally for a while, like rally drift spec. I eventually do want to make it, lower, like a real handbrake, but that might be the way to go for the time being. Oh, you know what? We straight up didn't. We were like, I was like trying to go to sleep, and then I just ended up following the line. What time is it? Oh, it's the morning. Can we sleep enough to make this happen? I mean, I'm gonna have to go to sleep anyways. The drive is far away enough that my guy's gonna be throwing a goddamn fit when I get there. Of course. The braking is way better when you got no trailer, and it's just fucking me up. Imagine choosing to live this far out from like civilization. I'm a suburb man through and through because like the suburbs, there's some stuff out there. It's kind of fun, kind of nice, kind of this, kind of that. And there's, you know, I can buy whatever I want, do whatever I want, get whatever I need. I'm never like in a spot where I'm like, oh man, I'm never gonna be able to fucking get this thing. Can I stop right here? Nope. Whereas like, man, like imagine living in like a place like this where there's nobody and nothing around, and you're just like, I don't know how to get like this really weird part I need, and like I bet you Amazon shipping takes fucking forever down there still too. Just like it takes, it doesn't take that long up here because it's suburbs, a shit ton of people. But when there's like 10 people in town, why would Amazon give a crap? And the internet's probably trash. It's just not something I would be into. Okay. We are going to go to sleep again, actually. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Let's check real quick the job market. I don't think there's going to be one. I mean, we're halfway in between anyways, so we'll just keep going. This is my own time. I'm driving on my own time. I haven't turned off this dynamic camera all day, which is kind of weird. I usually turn it off sometimes, but I guess I'm getting used to it. Oops. That's lights. There we go. Of course. There we go. And we're in. Bada bing, bada boom. Nice. We're going up, dude. We're gonna get there. And then after that, we'll take a quick drop, head on down to Roswell, and then we'll end the stream. This was a much larger stream than my last couple of streams, which is good. After this, I'm probably gonna grab a quick snack and just fucking edit Neo 3. Hopefully I can get that out by tomorrow. That's the goal. And then that other video I'd like to get out sometime this weekend. I'll just kind of see. It might come out Monday. But we'll see. I have a schedule in mind that I'm gonna start next week with videos. It's gonna take some adjusting to get to though, and I'm gonna have to record a lot of stuff. Like I actually might end up having to record more stuff today to make the schedule happen. I kind of wish I did like a, I need to get up a backlog as my thing. So this is where I start doing the backlog. The thing about backlog is it's hard to do because you gotta like, especially if you already started, like a backlog would have been easy if I did a month's worth of recording before I even started YouTube. But the fact that I haven't done that means that this backlog is, I gotta like do double time now until I get to a point where I can slow down and be like, okay, now my videos are like a month out. I can just prop them out at the normal rate, and the backlog will stay. So But we gotta get consistent. That's how it works here on YouTube. And we're here. Baker View. This is it. Most northernmost point of this game. We will be entering shortly. We don't want 3. Yeah, okay. He was going for it. Oh, this road's not painted. Exciting. I guess I gotta pull over, right? Are they gonna let us go anytime soon? Is this light turning green? I got honked at. Oh, they didn't let me go to the parking lots of any of these places. Why not? Why the fuck not? Alright, well, I'm going to the most northern point. It's happening, right? Like, I mean, I'm basically here already, but I just want to make sure I'm really there. So I'm really gonna get there. I believe this is it. I believe we've done it. We made it. That's it. That's all she wrote. Touch my scrot. This is it, boys. We made it. Ah, man. It's a lot more boring than I thought it was going to be. There's a lot more hotel. Huh. Alright. Well, let's go grab a job and get back to Roswell. And I'll see you guys off. Quick old job. Quick old job. Go here to... Oh, man. I didn't really want to do a whole fuckload of job, to be honest. Can you do the lowest distance? Low to high. That's high to low. I hate how they organize this stuff. 2 hours. Can I start and close this? I wish I could start and close this. Man, best we could do is we could get to close this. Grand Canyon, Hobbs, Holbrook. Oh, Roswell. There we go. Is that it? Okay, it's a 3-hour job. We can do that, no problem. We're gonna be driving a different truck than we're used to, though. So, next episode we'll kind of do some truck customization. This obviously isn't my truck, so we get to experience whatever this is. It's a lot more stiffer on the steering. Ooh, you know, the second I get into a truck I'm not familiar with, I knew it was gonna happen. Right, it had to happen. This is the Nevan McNeil fucking part of this program where I'm a fucking big dipshit constantly and consistently. There we go. Literally nothing there. That's just a roadblock. This looks like the houses that BoJack and BoJack Horseman, one of the best animated shows out there. Best American animated shows out there. He goes and he like dates that he goes to New Mexico, and there's the deer lady, I forget what her name was, and the deer lady's daughter, and that's the whole thing. Anyways, I was gonna say those houses that we just passed by kind of look like the BoJack Horseman houses. Probably because BoJack Horseman was like in New Mexico, and I'm currently in New Mexico in this game. So now we know. Ooh, how are you turning right now? Yeah, how were you turning right there? How did I get docked $900 for that? That wasn't my fault. I'm excited to go back to Roswell, man. When the job ends, does it just put me back on Roswell, or is it gonna send me back north again? I hope it just puts me in Roswell. That's kind of what I was thinking was gonna happen. I guess we'll see. See the sights, live the life. I tickled my cat. She got upset. She's a cute little girl. Service washi. There we go. We're making the bucks, man. Playing the feud. I got 14 gears. That's a lot of gears. Albuquerque, New Mexico. I am a big ol' hoe. You know, this wheel I have, it doesn't have the red stripe that the other one had. That's also not Alcantara like the last one. The last one was Alcantara. Alcantara is nice, but it's not that nice that I was gonna miss it if I didn't have it. So that's why I bought the leather one. But yeah, the red line was also nice, but then also I don't really care. I feel like this one looks better without the red line, to be honest. Although it does, like, it still shows that Ferrari logo, which I was kind of hoping I could put like a horn button in there, so I didn't have to see the Ferrari logo, and then maybe later, you know, give me the option to put the actual horn button in. But we're not there yet. One day I will have the working horn, though. I promise you that a working horn will be installed. It will be in the dead center of the steering wheel. Until that point, though, we are stuck with Ferrari. I know someone makes like a... I saw it on YouTube a while ago. Someone makes like a little magnetic thing where you can pop out this the Ferrari logo and kind of put your own logos in. That'd be nice to have. But if I'm gonna get a 3D printer soon, I would probably just 3D print my own logo and just fucking stick it in there. Just have it friction fit. Or maybe just like hot glue it lightly. Because this stuff's not going anywhere. I only have the one rim. I'm not taking this off. This not coming off this base. Whoa. Okay, we only have 17th. So now we know that. That's the Rio Grande, dude. Is it Grande or Grande? Rio Grande? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not the expert on that. I am the expert on going 65 miles an hour, though. We will be getting there shortly. And we don't have 18 gears, so we're Just chilling with 17. And cruise control is on, and now we're cruising. It's official. Man. Only got into one crash this time. I mean, it was also in a truck that's not my truck, too, so I got that going for me. Although I did lose $1,000, which is kind of a big hit. I think this is only a $5,000 job. And then again, it's like we're still making money, so I guess I don't really care all that much. We're going like way over the speed limit, but it's just going to turn back into 60, so I don't really care. Even if it doesn't, you know, I think we're transporting dry milk. That's usually what they do on the shorter trips. It's usually dry milk. Nothing crazy. Just a quick little job to get us back to Roswell. Man, you know that P was like 10 minutes ago. It's still nice. I'm letting you guys know it was still nice. So let it be known on the 5th of March, Nevan had a good pee. I'm excited. I think I want to make some toast after this and go smack on some toast. Maybe some toast and cereal type situation. Not like Cocoa Puffs. I eat Special K because I'm a healthy little boy. And I use oat milk because I'm really healthy. There's a cop, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm more than pretty sure that that's a cop. He's going slow. If he wants me to pass him so I can get a ticket, I'm not doing it. One time I passed a cop on a highway in real life, and I was going like quick, and he got up on my ass, and I was like, this fucker's on my ass, right? And so I sped up to pass him, and I went really fast. I was on the highway, I passed him, and I was like, God dang, this guy's an asshole. And then he got on my ass again, and I was like, okay, well, fuck this. And I backed, like, I moved over a lane, and I just let him pass me, because I was like, I don't want to deal with this shit. This guy's going to be a fucker. I'm let him be a fucker somewhere else, not behind me. And so I just let him pass me, and I saw that he was a cop, and I nearly shit my goddamn pants, and I just, like, there was an exit coming up, and I was like, I'm taking the exit, and I just took the exit. My one boss when I worked at the convenience store, he told me this story where the convenience store is separate from Mark's, by the way, in case anyone was wondering. But he told me this story where he was on his way home from work, and he accidentally ran a red light, and he was like, fuck. And he saw that there was a cop that saw him run the red light, and he was like, it's over. I don't want to get pulled over. I don't want to get a ticket. I clearly ran this red light. This is like my fault. And so the mad man, instead of driving normal, he said he pulled off into a corner road, sped up, went really fast, went all throughout a whole bunch of roads, and recircled back through that light just so the cop wouldn't get him. So he didn't get a ticket, so I guess it works, you know? Not something I would have had the balls to do, but nonetheless. Actually, you know what? I actually would have the balls to do it, because I did something like that before. There was one time I was driving on this road. It's 45. I'm cruising at a cool 55, or no, I'm not even 55. I'm going 50. I'm cruising at 50 on a 45 road, and yeah, I'm just like, I'm gonna go pick up a pizza from Pizza Hut. I'm just hungry for some pizza. I ordered a pizza. I'm gonna go get it. I'm driving to go get the pizza, and some guy in it's always some guy in like it's always a Ford or something, but they just like get really up on my ass, like an inch away from my bumper, and I speed up because I don't want them that close to me in case I have to stop. So I speed up, I go 55, they get right back up on my ass. I speed up again, I'm going 65, they get right back on my ass. I speed up again, I'm going 75 and a 45, and they get back on my ass, and I'm like, fuck this guy. But now he's got me going so fast that I can't actually slow down, or else he will crash into me. And so I'm just attached to the 75-mile-an-hour speed limit until I hit a stoplight or something. And then out of the corner of my eye, as I'm going 75 down this road, I see a cop hiding in like a little like pull-off area, and I'm like, fuck me, dude. Like, I don't want to get a ticket. And so immediately I slam on the brakes and just fucking turn into this cul-de-sac, and I let the guy behind me speed off. The guy, like, I slammed on the brakes so hard that he had to dip off into the other lane to go around me. And I went through this cul-de-sac, and I did a million fucking turns, and I got out of there, and I took a different way to get to the pizza. Long story short, on my way to go get the pizza, I actually did pass him, and he did get pulled over. And I didn't get pulled over, and I was looking at him, I was like, yeah, idiot, ha ha ha. Shouldn't have been on my ass. So it's nice to see some revenge, but also I shouldn't have been going that fast. So it's a two-lane road. I would say I was at fault for a lot of that. I also wasn't at fault for some of that, so. I don't know what the hell is happening up here. That was a weird little thing. But yeah, if you're ever going to Pizza Hut and you're going fast, just pull off into a cul-de-sac. That's my story. I went quiet there because I was very concerned as to what was happening in American Truck Simulator. You know, the game that we're playing. I mean, for some reason, I always feel like I'm stuck at like the talking head video and not like the full I'm a gamer perspective. And I always feel like I'm gonna look over and I'm just gonna see you guys have been staring at like a pink screen for this whole time. If anyone was ever wondering why I put not equals all over as the channel's branding, there's no reason. I just thought it looked cool in Photoshop. That's it. It was easy to do. Excited, dude. I'm setting the cruise. Should probably put myself here and then set the cruise. There we go. Oh, it's faster now. It's okay though, because we are where we need to be. So I just merged a little bit without looking. It's just called the no-look merge. Don't worry about it. Don't think too much about it. Fourth. Oh, fifth. Fifth is no bueno. Well, we're just gonna continue money shifting until I fucking die. Not my truck. I don't even give a shit. This is a Peterbilt, man. What is this? I have no idea what this is. And we made it back to Roswell. Let's complete the job and hopefully I just kind of spawn in Roswell with my car. That'd be really nice. Let's just skip it. I don't want to fucking park my car. Boom. Boom, we're level 12. We can put some parts, some specs. We want to up the fuel economy, man. Get driving. Are we just in Roswell now? I hope. That doesn't look like Roswell though. Does the loading screen? Oh, it put us back here. Oh no. We have to drive to Roswell. It's okay. That's okay. Well, we'll do that on the next stream. So let's dab it up. Boom. Let's save the game real quick. Head into Razi. It says Rosie, but you know, we'll survive. Okay. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming to my stream. Even if it's after the fact. I'm going to fix the title issue, which you guys will never even notice. It was ever broken. Yeah, thanks for watching my stream. If you liked what you saw, hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for coming. Hopefully we'll have, like I said, I'm literally about to go edit Neo right now. So like I'm gonna end this, go get toast, edit Neo. So that should be out tomorrow. And then I have another video, the video of me putting the steering wheel on this rig. That should be coming out sometime this weekend. Other than that, you know, we'll just be trucking and doing stuff. Look forward to a more regularly scheduled Nevan on the internet here. Hopefully I can pull something off like that. And other than that, you know, thanks for stopping by. I hope you guys have a nice day. So without, nothing else more to say.